Acha, today we'll be starting about the modulus function, right? Acha, acha, acha. Hmm. So do you know what a modulus function is? You must be knowing because by now you must have learnt about modulus function something. What is the main function of modulus function? Anyone?
Modulus x is always greater or equal to 0.
Yes. Modulus function actually what is its nature? Whatever is present inside, it will try to make it positive. Acha, wait. Whatever may be inside the modulus function, that will be made positive through this function. That's the property of modulus function. But how do we define it? Can you draw me the graph of this modulus function?
It's like a V
Hmm.
passing through the center.
Passing through the horizon, na?
Ah,
Very,
yes.
very good. Let me properly state it what it is. Modulus function is defined as y is equal to f of x is equal to mod x. The basic thing is whatever you put inside becomes positive only. So meaning example, if I have x is equal to minus 2, modulus x will be modulus of minus 2. The answer will be 2 only. X is equal to 3 is there. That's not a problem. Modulus of x will be modulus of 3. The answer will be 3 only. So how this function is defined, f of x is equal to mod x. This will be x when x is greater than or equal to 0. But it will be minus x when x is less than 0. Then only you will get positive value. Na? Hence, if you have x, suppose for example was x is equal to minus 2. This is less than 0. So what will be mod x? Mod x will be minus x, meaning minus of minus 2. That's why you are getting value as positive. This is how the function is defined. Now, if we draw the graph, how the graph will be drawn? For x greater than or equal to 0, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. The graph is for x greater than or equal to 0, your graph is y is equal to x, which is a straight line passing through the horizon like this at an angle of 45 degrees. For x less than 0, 0 to left side, it is y is equal to minus x. So the graph is like this. Y is equal to minus x is this line. Now, can you tell me what will be its domain and ranges?
Domain would be minus infinity to infinity, whereas range would be just 0 to infinity.
Very good. Achha, now let me give you a question on this. take this question. Hmm. Hmm. See, in this question, you have to actually properly define it. I have not given the easier question. I have given the question. See, you have to define this particular function for different intervals. When you decide to give the intervals here, you have to be very careful. All those values which are present inside the modulus, you have to take as intervals. Means 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. So there will be intervals like minus infinity to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to infinity. For that, you will have to define the function. And then draw the graph. And then after drawing the graph, judge what is the, at what point it goes to minimum. Let's see whether you can do or not. Take your time. Achha, did you see my inequalities videos? Haripriya, Radhika, the inequalities I have taught. वो तो क्वेश्चन कर पाओगे. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो दे रहा हूँ उसको भी कर. अरे Emma, you said today you won't be able to attend the class.
Thought it got over quickly. So
So we were actually discussing the modulus function. I gave the question. Modulus, I think we have discussed already in inequality, so that should not be a problem for you. Just try solving this question. What is the minimum value of function?
Sir, the minimum value.
Minimum value. हाँ, minimum value 9. 2 आ रहा है क्या एकदम? एक मिनट मुझे चेक करने दो. x minus 2 3 minus. हाँ, मिनिमम वैल्यू 2 आ रहा है. सही है.
थ्री आ रहा है, एक में टू आ रहा है, एक में वापस थ्री आ रहा है. मिनिमम पे टू ही आ रहा है.
हाँ, करेक्ट. वेरी गुड.
So it'll be 2 because it'll yield the value of 1. I guess.
Yes, sir. 2.
2 ना. Kanishka, would you do it or do you want me to do it?
I'm able to do.
You are able to do now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, this function, how it will be defined, like this, just check it. 3, the value will be 3 for x less than 2. The value will be 3 again for 2 less than or equal to x less than 3. It will be 2 for 3 less than or equal to x less than 4. It will be 3 for 4 less than or equal to x. The minimum value is 2. And why we are getting 2? Less than 2, take any value like 0 if you want. For example, take any value like x is equal to 0 if you are taken. For example, how this will be? 0 minus 2 will be negative. Minus of x minus 2. 3 minus x will be positive, so it will be 3 minus x. 4 minus x is again positive. So how? Minus x plus 2 plus 3 minus x plus 4 minus x. What is this?
You need to just substitute the value, sir.
Acha. So we are getting 9 minus 3x na? Okay. 9 minus 3x. It will be in this interval, it should be 5 minus x. It will be 3x minus 9. So accordingly, you have to draw the graph and see the value. Acha, try solving this question. This is inequality. Arisha, did you watch the straight line videos? Do you know how to draw the straight lines and all? No, still not.
No, sir.
Watch it, because see, this question that we have solved, na, this could have been solved using a straight line also. Using straight line knowledge.
By the graph.
By the graph. You just plot the graph. For x less than 2, you will plot the graph 9 minus 3x. And then 2 to 3 again 5 minus x, like that. X minus 1, like that. It becomes easier then. Otherwise, you must have solved this question using putting the values and all. It is not advisable. C part.
See,
सही है. Correct. That's 3.
तो दो केसेस लेके हमने कंबाइन कर दिया.
Minus infinity to minus 4 and 1 to infinity.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, na? You have to take 2 cases. One case is 2x plus 3 is greater than 5, taking it as positive. Other case will be minus of 2x plus 3 is greater than 5. If you remove minus, it will be 2x plus 3 less than minus 5. When you're multiplying minus on both sides, always remember this inequality changes. So these are the two cases. Solve the inequalities accordingly and then find the answer. For this inequality, you will get 2x is greater than 2 means x greater than 1. So you'll get 1 to infinity. And for this, you'll get 2x is less than minus 8. So x is less than minus 4. So this part, minus infinity to minus 4. It was actually easy. But the kind of questions you will be getting will be of this type only. Acha. Now let me tell you about the next function. Signum function. What is a signum function is? A function.
Mod of x by x, sir. Signum.
Very good.
It will be SGN of x.
Very good. So signum function is y is equal to.
Graph will be like from here y equals 1, y equals minus 1.
But there is a catch. You do not. But if
Sir, I got my unit test mark for math.
send me on WhatsApp.
I got 36 out of 40.
Very good. Very good.
I made mistake a little.
Just look at those mistakes. What about physics and all?
Physics I got 30, sir, for 35.
Good.
29 or 29 and a half or 30, I forgot, sir. But 30.
Very good, very good. But see, you will be doing good in the normal school examination. I'm telling this to all of you. But focus now, your focus should be on solving the tougher level questions. See, don't make it a habit that the type of questions I'm giving are the basis, means are the label. That's not the label. I should be means when I teach in the class, I usually follow the practice that first I give you the easy question, then gradually I increase the level depending looking at your level, means you are able to solve it or not. But after the class is over, your habit should be to solve the tougher questions. Like I have said now, JEE Main previous year question you should attempt, then JEE Advanced questions, then your 10 gauge and all those books. So your habit should be when you are continuously studying now, habit to solve as tough questions as you can. Make it a habit. Make it your favorite pastime. Solving questions should be your favorite pastime. Because see, if the question setter set the question easy, level easy, you'll obviously get higher marks. But you should prepare yourself for the paper. If they give you the tougher paper, there also you should be able to perform well. Right, Shyama? Right, Shyama, Haripriya, Radhika, everyone. Tanishka, same thing to you. Everyone should be, you should make your habit like that. Don't get satisfied. Keep on increasing your level. Then only you will be able to perform well in JEE Advanced examination. If you are able to perform well in JEE Advanced examination, naturally you will perform well in other examinations also, JEE Main and all exams, NEET, those things, because they are considered to be less conceptual. They're easy. Signum function is like that, mod x by x. If x is not equal to 0, it is 0. If x is greater than 0, very good. Shama, very good. Good marks you have got. Just look at those one which you have lost marks, why you have lost the marks, and try try not to repeat the same mistakes in the next examination.
So I
Okay?
got 2 in MCQ and 2 in subjective.
Acha. Why? Which MCQ? Did you know those MCQ? You did
No,
sit.
the second one, the second MCQ I made wrong. The first MCQ was I wrote the correct option, but I forgot to put a minus sign, so that is automatically wrong, right?
Silly mistake.
That one mistake I made.
This happens, not a problem. It happens. See, now here, this, if we further define this function is defined like this: mod x by x 0. If x is not equal to 0, this is mod x by x. If x is equal to 0, it is 0. If x is, now we have to further define it. If x will be greater than 0, mod x will be x. So the answer will be 1. If x is less than 0, mod x will be minus x. So the answer will be minus 1. For x is equal to 0, it is 0 only. Now see, at 0, we have the value 0. So I'll put a point here. But for x greater than 0, the graph will be like this. See, this is a whole. Means we are not considering the value here, because the x is not taken at x is equal to 0. It's taken for values which are greater than 0. That's why I'm putting a blank hole like this. Means nothing is inside. That value I'm not taking. At x is equal to 0, that value I'm not taking in this graph. And similarly, this is how we represent the graph. This is for x less than 1, x less than 0, it is minus 1. See, what I want to show you now, the focus on this part, 0, 0, this part. What this blank 0 represents, we are not taking the x value at that point, because we have already considered at x is equal to 0, this graph is different. The value of y is 0 at x is equal to 0. Rest all values, y is 1 at x greater than 0. Okay, now understood? Easy? Can you tell me its domain and ranges?
Domain will be R, range will be set containing -1, 0, and 1.
-1, 0, and 1. Only these three values. Okay to everyone? Greatest integer function. राधिका PYQ सॉल्व करते रहना, बता रहा हूँ. मॉड्यूल सॉल्व करते करते खुश मत होते रहना.
मॉड्यूल में क्या बिल्कुल वही चीज कर रहे हैं हम किसी.
मैं जानता हूँ तुम्हारे बारे में, तुम्हें तो इजी लगता है.
So,
वही
do
सॉल्व
you have modules for your institute?
Not right now. The PDFs that I give na, only those things are there.
No, so if like for you have an offline center, right? So that you provide modules for them, right?
For them I provide questions. Means that those questions that I've given na, selected questions, 10 selected questions.
So
in a
you don't
sheet.
have like book for each chapter, like
No,
work for energy or
no, not like that.
oh.
Not yet. Because when I ask them na, when I ask the students, they say, sir, actually already in the market there are many books for different
Yes, so for content purpose, for HCV, we have Cengage, all we have.
all books you have, so it's not needed. Actually, you people, you want actually those things, means which are to the point. You do not want to study the whole theory, just you want to understand the concept and important concepts, and just you want to solve the questions. So what they say, my notes are more than enough for them. What I write on the board.
Okay.
If someone has some difficulty in the concept, they usually prefer making their own notes. But for you, it is more helpful because you are getting digital notes. You do not have to make notes also. But you have, if you have
But in coaching centers and all, they give books.
they give the books. See, that's the standard procedure. They give the books. If anyone wants, I have the study material. I have that material. In the that form, but not in the hard copy form. I give them in the PDF form. Whole theory and everything will be there. Achha, what is,
So you conduct test in OMR form for offline.
yes.
Okay.
But see, don't make it a habit. For them, I conduct the test in the OMR form, but don't make it a habit, because see, your actual examination, when you will be giving the examination during your JEE main attempt, the format of the paper will be like the test that you already have. Same format that I provide online, through app.
Completely.
Like that only. There will be question on the screen, and on the right there will be a box. All the questions will be present there. The questions that you have attempted, you have ticked, they will become green, and the questions that you have marked for review, they will have some other color, and the questions that you have not marked, they will be some other color, like that, red color, like that. So make it a habit of giving the questions, giving the examination in the computer based format, CBT. Okay, because your actual examination will be in that form, na? If actual examination was in the offline mode, you could give that in the offline mode, but don't make it a habit if you are giving the offline examination.
Okay.
It will be problematic for you the later times. Usually for them, what I do, I take the exam, 1 or 2 examination I take in the offline format, then I ask them to take the examination in the online format also, like that. Because usually the students who are giving, usually the tendency of the students when they give online examination is they cheat. They take the help of internet to score higher marks, but that is bad practice. The greatest integer function, it's a step function. It's also known as step function. You need to understand how this step function is. How it is defined. See, step function, this is written in square brackets, big brackets like this. This is known as greatest integer function. How it is defined? This is step x. This is the range of x. Means when x is lying between 0 and 1, the value of step x is 0. Now, when x is lying between 1 and 2, the value of step x is 1. 2 to 3, the value of step x is 2. 3 to 4, 3. Now you have got the idea, I think. Now minus 1, x less than 0, the value is minus 1. For minus 2 less than or equal to x less than minus 1, the value will be minus 2, so on and so on. This is how the step function is defined. See, what is the basic meaning now? What the basic meaning is, if you are supposed trying to find, if they have asked you the value of x is something 2.304 like this, and they have asked the step x function this. So you have to find a 2.304. Now see, this 2.304 lies between 2 and 3. So the value will be 2. Means you have to focus only on this part. This is not entirely correct. When I say x is equal to minus
But
2.
sir, for the negative, it will be
That's
x.
what I was trying to tell you. If it is minus 2.304, the natural tendency of the student is just write it as minus 2. So that will be wrong, because minus 2.304 actually lies between minus 2 and 3. Minus 2 and minus 3. So the answer would be minus 3. Here only you have to be very careful. Okay. Now, how this function is defined? One more way of writing the same function is they write actually value x. See, suppose x, above example I have taken 2.304. I can write this x as 2 plus 0.304. Correct now? Now this is known as step x, and this is your fractional part. This is fractional part. So any value of x you can write in this form, step x plus its fractional part. Just wait. Now see, you know everything. Can you try to draw the graph of this function, greatest integer function?
Which function, sir?
This greatest integer function. See, the values are like this: 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, so on, so on. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, again 4, like that. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, like that. Just for different intervals, 0 to 1, everything, just try to draw the graph. If you can draw, if anyone can draw the graph, send me on the group. I'll check and verify whether it's correct or not.
So wouldn't it be like steps?
It will be like step, but
Steps, but it'll be
just
one will
draw.
be included, one will be shared, one will not.
Just draw the graph and then send me. Na? Take the pic and then send me. I want to see whether you have focused on the.
That exam also, I made a mistake in graph, so that's also happened.
What these kinds of graphs?
No, sir, like NCRT generally they'll ask us to like define the function, write the domain range and graph of 5 marks, sir. So I made a small mistake with the graph, so the
Which
teacher
graph they asked?
signum and the greatest integer function.
Oh, like, do you want me to draw the graph of this?
Yes, sir, I'll just check.
Just try to draw by yourself. You are unable to do. If anyone is able to do, just send me. Haripriya, if you have drawn, na, take a pic and then send me. I want to check that you are able to do it.
Sure, I drew, sir.
You are sharing?
Yes, I'll share it in 1 minute. I'll get my phone.
I have to give you the access.
No, sir, I'll share it through WhatsApp.
That's better.
Sir, can I annotate on the screen?
Annotate it. I got the idea. You're trying correctly.
This is what I drew. I
Hmm.
will not shade it properly.
Hmm.
And bottom it will be like this, I guess.
Correct.
Like this, sir, or wrong?
No, wrong. Wrong.
This is where I made mistake. Till there, I did everything right. After that, bottom.
For negative values, you have done wrong.
Yes,
That's why
sir.
you lost marks.
Yeah.
See, then you. Achha, let me draw it. See why we are doing like this, because if we are taking the how this is defined, when x can be 0 or it will be up to 1 but not 1. So then for that y value is 0. X can be 0, so that's why I'm putting a solid mark. X can be 0 to 1, but 1 cannot be there. That's why I'm putting a hole. For that, the value of y is 1 or 0 only. That's why we are making this a solid line up to here. Now, when we move on to the second interval, we have taken the x value as 1. 1 is included, but 2 is not included. So, and for that 1 to 2 value is 1. Y value is 1. So, this will be a solid line from here. 1 starting from 1. We'll move on to 2, but 2 will not be included. Similarly, like this. Now, coming on to the negative part, next time you won't make mistakes. See, I'll explain you properly. When you come to the negative part, -1 to 0, when x is lying between -1 to 0, means -1 is included, but 0 is not included. This range, the value of y is -1 here. So here, -1 is included as x, but 0 is not included. So that's why we are putting a hole here. Because value of y as -1 is not coming at x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, we are getting value 0. That's why we are putting a hole here. Understood? Shama?
Okay, sir. I understood.
Or in short, if you want to remember, the step goes the same way. That's the easier way. The step goes the same way with the solid dot at the back and hole at the front.
Okay.
It won't reverse. Then you won't do mistake. But just you need to remember what this solid dot represents, what this hole represents. Hole represents means that x value we are not considering, and solid dot means that x value we are considering. That's all.
Okay.
This is how this is defined. In the similar way, I'll define one more function. One more function is fractional part function. The fractional part we have covered now.
X plus something. The greatest integer something. Minus or plus.
The fractional part function is this. Because we have, acha, this graph is clear to everyone, na? Above graph, step x function. Radhika, Haripriya, Kanishka, okay, na?
Yes.
Now, fractional part function, see, earlier I have defined you what is x. X can be written as step x plus fractional part function. Now, here this fractional part function graph we have to define. So, your job is to, because you know x is equal to this step x plus fractional part x, you have already defined what will, for different ranges, what will be the value of step x function. So now your job is to define this fractional part function for different range. Like define like this. This fractional part x, this is x. For x lying between 0 and 1, for x lying between -1 and 0, for x lying between -2 and -1, for x lying between -3 and -2, here x lying between 1 and 2, here x lying between 2 and 3. Define this fractional part function because this x minus step x. Like from -3 to -2, step x value is -3, so it will be x minus of -3, which will be x plus 3. Like that. Try to define, and then after defining for different ranges, for different this range of x, try to draw the graph. Let's see you can draw it or not. Again, I'm telling beforehand only that you need to know, you need to have the knowledge of straight lines to draw this properly, because y, if you draw the graph y is equal to x plus 3 in this range, you will have to draw the graph of y is equal to x plus 3. Straight line.
For each of the condition we have to draw.
For each. Acha, I forgot to tell you the domain and ranges of this above step X function. Na? Domain will
Domain R range Z.
Range will be y. Z means minus values like minus 3, -2, Z. Haripriya, you have drawn the graph, but you did not focus on, you did not give importance to that part, no? The whole and the solid line in the step X function. That also you keep
Sir,
track.
actually didn't know about it.
Actually, most of the students, they do not focus on that part, but that is important. And why it is called step function? Because it looks like steps.
It should be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like all 12 lines or house, I'm not able to understand.
Hey, let's first draw the graph. This is x plus 3. Let's first define. This is x plus 3.
One, we have to draw for x plus 2.
Now for x plus 2, now will be y is equal to x plus 1. This will be y is equal to x. This will be y is equal to x minus 1. Y is equal to x minus 2. Okay.
Then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 straight lines.
Yes. If you move from 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 0 is included, 1 is not included. So your line will go like this.
Desmos for better visualization. I drew it, but
No, see, just look at it like this. Again, from 1 to 2, the graph will be same like this. Why? Because for 1 to 2, y is equal to x minus 1, y is equal to x minus 1. If you plot the graph, x minus y is equal to 1. So x by 1 plus y by minus 1 is equal to 1. This is how. So this x-intercept is 1. But if you extend it, it will be cutting at minus 1. Y is equal to minus 1. But we need from 1 to 2 only. That's why I have drawn like this. Similarly, for 2 to 3, y is equal to x minus 2, the graph will be like this. Similar way. That's why I said you must know how to plot the straight lines. Then only you will
So,
be
but
able.
why won't it pass through the origin?
It is passing through the origin. No?
Oh, yes. You didn't extend it.
There's no need, because see, we are take this when we have taken y is equal to x. This y is equal to x we are getting for x is equal to 0 to 1 range only. For x is equal to 0 to 1, that on there only we have to draw the graph y is equal to x. We should not extend actually. Just to explain you, I extended. Okay, just to explain how to plot the straight line. Only I extended this. Okay.
Yes.
In the same way, from -1 to 1, this will be like this. Actually, they should be of same angles, everyone. They should have the same angle. This theta, this theta. And if you want exactly what this angle will be, it will be 45 degree. This is all 45 degree. 45, 45, 45, 45.
So you could try in Desmos, so it is also showing this.
No, but I wanted, don't let that them
I
draw the
check
graph.
my graph.
You should know how to draw the graph.
Uh,
Just check with the Desmos. After you have drawn the graph, check your answer with the Desmos.
yes, sir, I checked, sir.
Hmm.
It's coming this almost. I extended the line. That is where I made a mistake.
You should not extend, because x you have to draw the graph only in that range, in that particular range that you are taking.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you quickly tell me what is the domain and ranges of this function? Domain is x belongs to R, and range what happened? Range is 0 to 1, na? 0, but 1 is not included. Okay. This is how. Anyone has doubts? No one has doubts. In the next class, I'll make you solve some questions so that you get better practice. Then we'll move on to start the next chapter. We'll start sequence and series. No doubts, na? Haripriya, Radhika, Shama, Tanishka, no doubts?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Okay, then let's end the class.
Thank you.
Bye bye.